Okay, I'm gonna put the timer on. So one of the when I really reflect about this whole school year and going through the pandemic together, being together for almost 2 years, right? Working together for almost 2 years. One of the things that I reflected, and I feel like it's a strength that came out of this, was that I was able to connect with families at a deeper level than I originally had when I got this position. I missed that. I missed that as a teacher. Um, Now I feel like I'm back at home. I'm back in where I belong in building relationships. So when you really look at this whole year, this 3 years that you've been at the school site, where do you think you are now as an educator?
I really see myself focusing on social emotional skills, which incorporate the 2.1 standard. I really want to focus on the social emotional aspect. I feel that if their social emotional needs are met first, they're able to reach other developmental levels, a higher developmental level.
Mhm. So social emotional is definitely important in early childhood. So really, when you look at that focus element, why did you? Where do you see the lesson outcome going?
I see the lesson outcome going in different ranges, but my main focus is building a community in the classroom with the children. So I want them to be able to identify their own name, identify their friends' names, and call the children by their names so they can build that respect amongst each other in the classroom. And I'm also going to be focusing on 3.4 from activity as well, and the subject, I'm going to be focusing on the subject matter. So all children learn in different ways. So I'm going to have a name card for them to identify their name. And then I'm also going to have the letters of their name so that they can arrange the letters of their name. So they can be able to look at their name if they need to. And if they don't need it, they can go ahead and create their name on their own.
It's really interesting how you're using different strategies to focus on 3.4, but then also leverage in 2.1. Why did you decide to do this lesson?
I really focused on the social emotional aspect. I want them to be feel familiar with me, know my name. I want them to know their friend's name and know how to pronounce their friends' names because I asked them, "What's your friend's name?" Mm, mm. So
Mhm.
I want them to be able to use their friends' names, or even when they go home, parents may ask, "Did you make a friend today?" I myself, as a parent, I asked my child, and he's like, I don't know. I don't know the friend's name. So I want them to be able to go home and tell their parents, yeah, my friend is so and so. My friend is this. They're building a sense of community.
Yes, and names are such a huge part of our identity and who
Yes.
we are. And I see that like they might be able to connect and build relationships together in the classroom, and it's going to meet your social emotional goals as well. Are there any other instructional strategies that you're going to use, or is it just those two strategies? Is it because of the needs that you have in your classroom, or is it because you've been observing your students in the last few weeks, and is that the two specific strategies you're going to use right now?
So I have been observing them and we have tried this activity before. So I am going to try different instructional strategies. So the assistants will be sitting with some of the children that need a little more help than the others. I feel that some are already capable of being independent, and I feel that some need the extra attention and the extra focus, so that the aides will be sitting with the children that I feel need the more one-on-one.
Awesome. Okay, that's exactly 4 minutes. And I think that was